Alright, looks like we're live. Well, this is probably going to be a very interesting stream, but I don't entirely know why I'm doing this. Just because, why not? This is a private SP that Trakeso and I started uh, months ago. Since then it's grown, and yeah, there's honestly too much history to go around the server, so I just figured, okay, I'm going to worry about that later. And I'll figure that out another time, because it honestly probably deserves its own video stream, whatever. But yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and start a peace summit, if we can. Alright.
I've been keeping these Lytras quiet for a little while now.
Alright, I'm live. Hello.
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 Well, I'll be over at Frostland. I guess we'll just
I'm
wait.
at Frostland trying to find.
Frostland has a a server waystone.
Does indeed.
Okay.
Yeah, it does. Alright. I'm actually gonna go with no armor here. Alright.
I say give everyone a ping that's streaming right now.
Just kind of gave someone... Well, I don't know. Yeah, I guess I'd better do that. Didn't notice that I put that. Wait, where's that? Discord. Come on.
Twin.
I don't know how to get to that room. I'm lost.
Just
Trakeso coming.
I actually just pinged myself. So that's gonna show up on Twitch.
On the library. Oh no, this is a bedroom.
Oh shoot, I just realized something. Well, that's fine. So someone's there. Okay.
Ah. I've made it.
Yep. We're in the meeting room.
Ooh.
How beautiful.
My seat.
Yep.
Until the boss man gets here.
Yeah, I guess we... I don't know. I don't know if Trix is actually going to be here. I was hoping that we would have a representative from at least one of each nation. Let's see, we still have Cheese Nation. Hello. It is... Who is this?
Tim Bomb.
Oh, hey Tim Bomb.
Timmy.
Oh my goodness.
This flag isn't actually our flag. I've been working on one, but I keep putting it off.
You know, twins, you and I don't... We have similar faces. You have a little bit darker face, but we got similar eyes.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have to not move around a little bit because we get AFK.
Hello, Banjo. Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Banjo, hello, long time no see.
Hey,
Hello.
everybody, mute yourself. If you're not talking, mute yourself. Make things easier. Thank you.
Banjo's alive?
Yes, I'm alive. When was it
Nice
that?
music.
Oh, gosh.
It's been a while since you've been on.
It's music.
Welcome back. We have a lot of. We've got
It's
a lot
great
of
to
people.
be.
Yeah. And by the way,
village.
Tim Bomb Blither, you're AFK. You might want to move around just a little bit. Yeah, I'm just letting you know about that. Or else you're gonna probably get kicked.
Normally it gives a warning before kicking, right?
Yeah, but when you're sitting in boats and on chairs, for some reason it has a bit of an issue. I don't know why. Oh, I think that I'm
So
lagging up. Oh, okay.
So is anybody meeting somewhere?
Yeah, find a waystone and teleport over to Frostland. Frostland is the
And,
server waystone. Oh, wow. We've
I'll-
got... How many people are in this voice chat? Wow.
A lot.
Okay, this is amazing, actually. To see this many players show up in this one voice chat.
Mute yourself if you're not talking. Thank you.
What was that? Oh, that was Tim. Okay. All right.
Hustle's here.
I'm really trying to wait until we have... That's not how you spell me. Wait until we have at least one representative from each nation. I figure that would be very appropriate, and I think I'm about to lag out.
I don't think I've ever seen anyone or this many people on the server before.
Let's see. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We have a dozen members on right now. Holy cow. How is the server not crashed?
That's what I was
I
wondering.
don't know.
I'm on. That's why.
What now?
Nothing. I was joking.
I'm getting a bad ping, so I'm kind of nervous. I think that I might end up crashing. It's probably because I'm streaming. All right. Let's see. Look, that is not your chair. Know that for sure. Where's your chair? Oh wait, is that yours? No, that's not our. Wait,
Neither is it
you
Marvel's.
guys have one? No, that's not Marvel's. Marvel's in the correct chair too. I forget what all of their. Yeah, forget it. I don't even know anymore. Okay.
No, this is Futica's flag right above it.
I would say that we actually have enough members right now to go ahead and begin the summit for real. So,
You're on my seat.
I guess
Red,
Frostland.
there's still some people coming, I think.
Oh,
Can
there
you
are.
teleport Aaron?
You know what? Yeah, I'm just gonna TP/TP.
That flag.
And anybody that's trying
Upstairs
to
in the castle.
He's on fire.
Oh wait.
Tesla, would you also like to come?
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm
I'll
in the
teleport you too.
castle.
Okay, wow. Alright, so this is gonna be a moment of chaos, but everyone say hi to Twitch.
Hi. Was I the only one?
I was about to say, or Banjo is literally the only one who speaks out. Alright. Whatever. Banjo, are you interested in participating?
So alone.
Alright.
Hey, can you TP me?
Sure. Okay, there we go. All right, I think it's safe to say that we have a representative from everyone with the exception of the ROF. And, yeah. Oh, and also we don't have any other admins or mods on, strangely enough. Well, we do have. Forget it. All right. So, I guess this has kind of been gnawing at me for a while, but everyone knows that the server rules are going to be changing really soon. I assume everyone knows that here, right?
Oh, totally, definitely not. Absolutely, never heard of it.
All right, and if you don't know about this, then you guys should probably read the Discord a little bit. Also, PvP isn't allowed here, so armor doesn't even really matter. Just let you know about that. Let's see. So I guess my main concern is actually war itself. And this is, I think, the last shot we have, actually for anyone, to actually have no wars. So I figured I'd go ahead and call this Peace Summit. Just to see what we can possibly accomplish before no more war restrictions are on the server. So in that case, like I know I'm looking at several people who have all prepared for war, and I'm pretty sure everyone here has prepared for war some way or another, whether they're preparing to attack, defend, or evade war. But I'm kind of interested just to see what everyone. Well, I'm curious to hear grievances and see them either addressed or brought to light. I am very curious indeed. So, I guess my question is, who would like to go first?
What about Thessalonia?
Teslania? Teslania's here. They haven't really said anything. To be honest, no one actually has to say anything. I mean, could be a stream that goes absolutely nowhere. But I don't know where this is going, so I'm very curious. I just got cooked chicken. Thank you.
Hey,
Yes, you're-
Red, can you TP Candle? I think they're lost.
Okay.
The
come
summit
on.
is hereby adjourned.
All right. I don't
Okay.
hear anyone going
Okay.
first, so I'm gonna go ahead and.
I would like to go.
Okay, Marvel.
Sour. So
Sour. Oh, okay.
as leader of Dolphin Dynasty, I would like to say that, and we haven't been in the server for too long, maybe like 3 weeks or so, but I can say I've thoroughly enjoyed the time here, and I look forward to the future and what it holds for us. I wanted to say too that grievances wise, I can say that this weekend will be insane. I'm pretty sure everybody knows that without any sort of rules for war. I think all of the insults, all of the anger is just going to burst forth. And I'm excited to see what's going to happen. Dolphin Dynasty, we have our side that we're on clearly. And I would like to give out a kind of a notice, let's call it a warning. If you're not with Dolphin Dynasty, if you're not on our side, you need to be, because otherwise it's not going to end well for you. Come the dawn of Monday, your nation will be doing well. So don't cross us. We won't cross you. We're here. We're a friendly nation. It's not too hard to make us happy, but it's not that hard to make us mad either.
All right.
So, thank you.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Sour. All right. Anyone to expound on that?
Well, as the representative for Budicris, we are a people of builders, obviously. Our construction, obviously not as nice as Tesla, sitting over there smirking. But
Very nice timing, Tesla. Continue, Blither.
we are few in number, but we are planners, and so we do plan for events that can possibly go wrong or unexpectedly. We do appreciate Dolphin Dynasty as a friend and ally. They have clearly shown that to us, and we also appreciate Phoenix Island for their loyalty and friendliness to us. Now, I am obviously not the leader of Budicris. I'm representing 5 Security, and as anyone who knows 5 Security, he tends to be more on the peaceful side, if anything. As I said, we do prepare for the worst. And now that we are starting to grow, we have some small, slight ambitions. I will say this. We are not afraid to fight back. And we have plans to fight back if the time comes. Massive destruction. In a fair manner, in a fair way. If anyone attacks Dolphin Dynasty or Phoenix Island, Budicris is obligated to respond in retaliation to the attacker.
All right. That's very much appreciated, Blither. And I guess for the stream, I kind of realized a lot of people probably don't even realize I'm the leader of Phoenix Island or the Phoenix Empire, however you want to say it. All right. Thank you. And where are you? Trying to figure out. Okay, Marvel. So I have noticed that a lot of people have been mentioning directing some interesting remarks towards the Cheese Nation, if I might say. And I think that a lot of players here are interested in peace. I genuinely think that. But they're also not afraid to go to war and cause a lot of damage. But I guess I have a bit of a thing to say too. Marvel and I have certainly had our differences throughout the months on the server. And a lot of this has been very much up and down for a long time. Before the Phoenix Empire even formed, I was having conflicts with Marvel and Wills, and on a fairly regular basis. I found them annoying, but they're also kind of, I don't know, fun. And to be honest, I think they're pretty dang good builders. But I will also say sometimes enough is enough, and there won't be any stand for it. But I will declare this. Also, the Phoenix Empire, effective immediately, is dissolving all ties with all nations, as well as dissolving.
No reaction.
The Phoenix
Shocking.
Empire is now
Slightly
dissolved.
shocked, actually.
So are you joining another nation?
I am declining to join any other nations. But the members of the Phoenix Empire included Duskrai, Winterstorm, and Fentanyl Black, and none of them are tied to me in any way now.
That's shocking.
So the Phoenix Empire is dissolved at this moment.
That's
Wow.
shocking.
Anyways,
Wow.
but I will not simply abandon allies. So those who I have aligned myself with, I will continue to support, and I do love Frederickris dearly, as they have been a nation that has loved peace, and thus I will support them. But I will not be an ally of them officially, and if I am attacked, I do not require or ask Frederickris to help, nor Alpha Dynasty, although they never really agreed to help me in the first place. But that's fine. I'm fine with that. Alright. I guess...
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Who's asking,
It's
actually?
probably a question. It's probably a question that everybody has.
Yeah.
And you don't have to answer if you don't want to. But what is the reasoning behind the disbanding?
My reasoning is that most of the members on Phoenix Island would probably end up suffering in the event of any kind of war in the future. And they really had nothing to do with it. So I'm cutting all ties and dissolving the nation.
What in the Sam hell's going on?
Who's this? Oh, Kerbal. Hello. Phoenix Phoenix Empire just dissolved. To catch you up.
Talk about
What
a
else?
party crasher.
So you're planning on going officially independent as a player on the server?
Yes.
You're standing right now, diplomatically. Okay.
I am now independent and I have no official ties to any nations.
Also, I'm
Will
just gonna
you
say,
in the
please don't
future?
attack my nation. Thank you.
By the way, that was Kerbal, leader of the ROF. So, just let you know about that. Uh, yeah. Okay, never mind.
Do
I'm
we
not
have
gonna
anything to
worry
speak
about
about the ROF?
I'm not certain exactly what to say about them. I would think that the best ones to probably talk about that would either be Fife, who's not on, or Kerbal or Wills. But none of them are on right now. Except Kerbal was on just a second ago, and of course he decided to abandon us right in the middle of this very nice discussion. Yeah, okay. So a little bit more on peace talks. I know that there's a lot of people here that are almost itching for fights. And I wanted to know if there would be any possible way of actually avoiding those kinds of fights. Or
Well,
if we could work out any
what's sad
kinds of
is
agreements.
what's sad is
Yeah.
we were actually about to declare war on Phoenix, but now it's non-existent, so we can't do that.
What about the arena?
I'm
I
just
mean, we
kidding.
never use it.
I'm being sarcastic.
What do you mean about the arena?
Could always just take the wars there.
I mean, if everyone
I mean, it
agreed
wouldn't
to it,
be the same, but
I'm sure if everyone agreed to it, that'd be one thing. But the rules were already lifted. The admins are not enforcing any kinds of wars at all. So they're not going to be shutting down any wars, and they're not going to be encouraging wars, really. So, I mean, I'm an admin, and I'm trying to steer away from that. But I'm doing it in a player situation. I'm not using any admin abilities to stop wars, start wars, whatever. But
So is the server going anarchy?
I'd say that's up to you guys. Like, right now, you guys really hold the future of the server in your hands. I mean it. I literally mean it. If you guys are wanting it to go anarchy, then it's probably going to go anarchy. But if you guys are actually trying to strive for peace and prosperity, then that's possible too. Seriously, I really mean that.
I do have one complaint.
What's that?
And sure, Cheese Nation has been a pain in the butt this entire time. But
Not disagreeing with that.
peace between Cheese Nation and Future Chris could continue. However, Future Chris has a problem with the Republic of Florida. They are essentially inactive. Plainly, that is prime land.
Okay.
And I would second that notion. The disbanding of ROF, I think, should be necessary, seeing as how they have 1.5 to 2 members right now, and that is not enough to constitute a nation.
Did you just say two players is not enough?
Yes, I would say so.
That would mean Tesla
not
doesn't
enough.
exist.
That means Teslonia, arguably one of the most powerful nations on the server, does not qualify as a nation. You know that, right?
Well, okay, I should rephrase that. Okay.
I
You
mean,
got me there. Okay, so no, hold on. Let me rephrase it. Okay, I think that in order to be a nation, there has to be a level of activity, and with ROF, they have one member confirmed, one not so much. Like nobody knows what Wills is doing. Is he a member of ROF? Is he a member of G's? Is he independent? So it's kind of like this weird gray area, and you have all this land over there that Dolphin Dynasty desires, and Ludicrous desires, and I'm sure maybe Cheese desires, and it's just sitting there vacant that nobody's using. He's not even here at this meeting. He just left so that displays uninterest in the server, and to me, that should be cause for a moderated disband of ROF. Or if that doesn't occur, ROF will be taken by force.
You know, um, you know what kind of personality I tested as when I went ahead and just tried out the Dungeons and Dragons personality test? I got chaotic good. I think, and you know what it described as? And it basically was saying that I don't mind breaking rules to get ultimately what I consider to be the greater good. I don't necessarily adhere to that. And there's just a teeny part of me that leans heavily towards chaotic evil. So I'm going to actually say this. Admins and mods will not worry about forceful disbanding of nations. But I think that any conflict between you guys and Kerbal is between you and Kerbal. And I somehow sometimes take a bit of delight in this kind of thing. So I'm going to say I don't care.
Interesting.
Opinion respected.
Agree.
I'm not taking part in wars between other nations. Like
Just,
especially since I have
just,
no
um,
ties. Sorry, go ahead.
just a warning for whoever does attack him. Kerbal is a known arsonist and will probably destroy your base.
That is true.
Then again, that's
You don't have to worry about that because I don't have a base to speak of, so, you know.
Well, if you don't have a base, then easy. Alright, well, looking over it, see how this is going so far? Alright. I kind of feel like wars at this point are completely inevitable, and you are completely ruining the volume of my stream. I'm messing around. Alright.
Oh my gosh! The doors!
I actually turned off in-game volume because it's too noisy. So, alright. I think that we have also a pretty good understanding over how the rules of war are going to be altered. So, does anyone have any questions regarding that, by the way?
Should we? Yes. Should we implement a basic rules of war just between us nations?
Yeah, I think that'd be a good idea.
Just some basics, not necessarily anything complex.
Right.
Such as no griefing or destruction of infrastructure when a nation is not declared war against another. And it has to be publicly on the server along with a 4-day notice. Something basic. Because I think it's very dirty for someone to go and destroy someone else's place base with them offline and or grief their stuff while they're offline.
I kind of feel that's wrong too. Well, oh, hello, we have Trakeso. I think. No, do
Yes. He's inside EV.
we? Alright, he's inside me. What?
Lives.
Hello, Trakeso. He's not joined the BC. Actually, that's a good question. I'm gonna wait on. How about once Trakeso joins, let's re-ask that question. Because this is actually something that I might have a problem dealing with. There's been some technicalities in the admin department regarding that specific thing.
I mean, having wars is fine and all, but at least do it properly. Like in the real world, one cannot simply walk into another nation and just destroy it without meeting a army head on.
Well, what did the Japanese do?
And the Germans.
Yeah, and look what happened to them.
Yeah, but that was also the natural course of things. Hang on a
It's
second.
basically there
Just
is
got a
no
lightning
offline.
strike.
The
Oh,
real
that's
world.
good.
Why should a nation get destroyed while there's no members there to even be on the game to see it or destroy it or react in any kind of way? Protect it in any kind of way. Trakeso, you're blocking my view.
Oh, he's on Job. Okay.
Does there have to be a declaration of war for somebody to start fighting?
No, there is not.
No.
It
This
is
is
not, but I would suggest we would implement that.
all right. I
Honestly,
think
it's on the best. It's in the best interest of every nation for defense-wise.
okay. I'm gonna kind of state this. So normally I don't talk about what goes on in the admin department, but both Trakeso and I had gotten a little bit frustrated, and we did argue a little bit back and forth. We're still in agreement on a lot of things, but with the rules of war, we both pretty much agreed to flat out abandon them completely. We are not enforcing any rules of war whatsoever. So, I'm sorry, but it's pretty much out of the question. So,
So you're saying
And I speak to all the nations. Are all the nations willing to commit to this common sense rules? I would say
oh my
common
gosh,
sense
Marvel.
declaration. Marvel.
Yeah. He's just being weird in the chat. All right, go ahead. Sorry. What were you saying? Luther?
Ludicrous is willing to commit to a common sense list of rules for war. If other nations are willing to join in.
All right.
I'm
Oh.
for however the war will pan out, whatever rules. The less rules, the better for me.
And Joe, you're not a nation.
Sorry. Ow.
Elfin Dynasty, Cheese Nation, Thessalonia.
I think I can speak for Tesla that we both kind of like some rule. Logical ones.
Yes.
I think that the admins have been very clear on the fact that they don't want to enforce the rules. And I am of the opinion that if the admins don't want to enforce the rules, then we as the players must do it for them.
Sorry.
And if we want the server to remain in its current state, we need to take that mantle upon ourselves. And I propose establishing a new set of rules written by us, the players, as nations together, and enforcing it democracy style. If somebody, I propose an establishment of a court. I propose the establishment of a police system. I propose the adoption of a elected official. This doesn't all have to occur now. I think it's something that we can all think about. And it's not something that all nations will agree on, especially in the face of the coming the war, with Project DD Day upon us. So I propose let's give it a week. Let's say, okay, let's see what happens this week, how everything goes, what kind of destruction occurs, what kind of peace occurs. Who knows? Maybe everyone will get along. But I say give it a week. That's what I would like to do as the leader of Dolphin Dynasty, and I can speak for my citizens that I think we are going to give it the week and see what happens, and then possibly disconnected from the server.
Oh, I did? Shoot.
I-
Wait,
Don't worry, we
I
can still
did.
hear your voice.
you did?
Okay.
I just got kicked
guess-
too.
I think the server just crashed. Gosh darn it.
That was like an epic moment too, man.
Okay.
Bro, that was like
Hold
that
that
was like
thought.
owning
Hold
the
that
field.
thought. Hold that thought.
Ah,
Hold that thought. Okay. Hang on a second. Okay.
bummer.
Oh my gosh, you gotta be kidding me though.
It was
Okay.
bound to happen.
I knew it was gonna happen. I knew it.
The timing though, really, of all moments.
If
Had to be
anyone
right.
gets a chance, take a look at my stream right now, by the way.
What's
Madness.
happened?
Just take a look at it's the stream.
How many
Okay.
people watch?
Yes, twins. Very true.
Oh.
I think it's very appropriate for this moment.
And see, this is what I'm talking about, and this can kind of tie into what I'm saying. Without order, without proper guidance from someone, in the absence, in the void, in the figurative whirlpool that's creative, with the absence of any leadership. And if you can look at any nation in history, present, and it will continue to happen in the future. That void has to always be filled by something, or there will be complete collapse of civilization as we know it.
I agree with pretty much a lot of that. Yeah. To be honest, I didn't really want it to happen, and the only way that I was actually going to be supporting some kind of system for war was if we implemented the plugin known as Saber factions, but that is not even on the vote. That is not even an option. So pretty much, if you guys are actually keeping a certain piece on the server, despite the fact it technically is now an anarchy server, well, not exactly. There are some rules and guidelines that you guys can look through at spawn, and also I'm restarting the server right now. But yeah, holy cow! I have 7 viewers. This is probably the most I've ever had on a stream.
Huh, wonder where they came from.
It worked.
Make things simple. If there isn't some kind of law and order that the nations don't force on themselves, then well, you hit me, I hit you back. It's the type of situation that's going to happen. And if you appreciate or love your base or appreciate what you own, then it would be wise to tread carefully. And this goes for any nation, including Feudacris.
So more or less, the server may be entering a very large Cold War era between who knows how many nations.
Now, here's the thing. All right, and I'm just going to say it.
Go ahead.
The Cold War, there was some minor fighting that occurred, but ultimately there was no real collapse in any side of the power because Russia's still there and they're still great power, and US is still here and they're still great power. If there had actually been any sort of conflict, one would have usurped the other. And so what I'm saying is this is not the Cold War era for the server. This is what we can call the Dark Ages, which is there's no rules, there's no formal government. It is anarchy, and anarchy servers, what that is the Dark Ages. It is the equivalent of medieval times, bubonic plague type stuff, where everybody just kills one another. And so what's happening now is we have the alliance between Dolphin Dynasty and Friedrichs. Phoenix just disbanded, so they're out of the picture. You have Thessalonia, who seems to be remaining independent and neutral, which is nearly impossible in all wars, but we'll see how that goes for them. And you have Cheese Nation and ROF, who appear to be aligned with one another, and clearly the antagonizers of the server. That's basically where we stand now, and I can tell you that there is going to be absolute war tomorrow, and whichever side wins will gain control of the server. And I would say that whichever side loses, out of respect for the victors, respect the fact that they lost, and I think that they look. No, nobody wants everything on the server to be completely destroyed. Like nobody wants that. Like seriously. And if Dolphin Dynasty loses, we're not going to be the type that goes behind people's backs and starts blowing up and bombing terrorist attacks. We're not going to do that. And I've been talking with Cheese Nation. Actually, I have had talks with Cheese Nation in recent times as leader of Dolphin Dynasty. I've told them basically, like, look, there's going to be war. I'm not going to tell you how it's going to happen, why it's going to happen, or when, but there's going to be war, and we are going to attack you. I've told them that straight up, so they know. I said, if you lose, out of honor and respect, do not come and obliterate everything. Once wartime is over, wartime is over. When there's peacetime rules. When there's wartime rules. And so, I mean, if y'all want me to, I can sit down tonight and come up with wartime rules, peacetime rules. Super simple, easy for everybody to follow. It's not this big long Google Doc that takes an hour to read. It's a 6-point plan that I got figured out. I got to write it down. I can show y'all. And I mean, you know what? We don't have to all adopt it. Like I say, you know, we can vote on it. You know, like, and it's not the admin's decision anymore. Like they basically said, it's y'all's deal now. So I'm saying, I'm gonna do up a rule thing, see what y'all think, and if we all agree on it, we agree on it. If we don't agree on it, then we'll continue to have no rules. If that's how y'all want to play, I mean, I'm happy with that. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like if someone comes over and bombs my house, I'll just build a new one. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not power hungry. You know what I mean? I just want there to be justice. I want there to be order, and I want a Renaissance era to come to Crimsonia SMP. And that's all I have to say.
A good sport philosophy.
Absolutely. Like if you're antagonized, like if somebody pokes the bear's eventually going to wake up and bite their hand off. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what happens. So don't poke the bear. Everybody get along. Look, there's a time for war and there's a time for peace. You know what I'm saying? And tonight and tomorrow is a time to throw down. All right, we're gonna put on the armor, we're gonna get some swords out, and we're gonna whoop Cheese Nation. That's what I'm saying. All right, like we're not gonna have no more of this behind our backs type garbage. If they whoop us, then they whoop us. If we whoop them, then we whoop them. And like I said, we need to respect whatever the outcome of the war may be. We need to respect that.
Okay. That actually
Well,
does bring an interesting question. I would be interested in seeing that 6-point plan. But I'm also kind of curious. Well, let's see. Wait. I just lost my train of thought. Gosh darn it. All right. What was the last thing you just said? Sorry.
I said, if okay, so there's a time
okay,
for
I just
war,
figured out. Sorry.
the time for peace.
Okay. Okay. I remember seeing this text on the Discord server not too long ago, and it was a question on how would the war end, and I think it pretty much just ended with saying peace treaties or no surrender or whatever that was. So, is that basically how it's going to be going down?
So Cheese Nation hasn't agreed to that. I think that's Frida Chris and Dolphin Dynasty's proposal more than anything. I don't know where Cheese Nation stands on that. And that's what's partially upsetting to me. It's like, do you guys, seriously, are you going to sit there and let us destroy your base just so you have an excuse to completely destroy ours? Like that, I don't know if that's even fair. If they're going to do that, then they're going to do that, and there's going to be a big reset that occurs. But if they do agree to any type of surrender term, or I mean, we would too. Look, hey, I'm like Blazer was saying, like it's a good sport philosophy. Hey, if you lose, you lose, and raise that white flag and admit your defeat. And if you want to strike back again, well, regather your forces and get ready for another war to throw down until as many times as it takes for you to realize, hey, you know what? It is what it is. If you win, then comes the spoils of victory, comes control of the server, comes the domination of one theology or the other, of one philosophy or the other, that of domination, which is Cheese Nation, or that of free trade, peace, liberty, justice for all, which is advocated by Dolphin Dynasty and Frida Crest.
Okay. So
The
basically an
server
honor system of
restarted
sorts.
yet?
I'm sorry?
Is the server restarted yet?
It's restarted. I'm joining right now. It literally just restarted.
Okay. Got it.
Who knows how many
Continue.
players are gonna end up joining all at once.
What
Okay,
if we all join at
here's
once and crash?
I
Oh yeah,
have-
I'm in the void.
I just
I have a
lost
question.
everything I had.
You lost the trident. Oh my gosh.
I lost everything.
What do you
I
mean
have
you
a
lost
question.
everything? Okay,
All
you know
my
what?
armor.
If I can.
We'll deal with that as soon as possible. After this little summit thing, okay? I'll help out with admin problems or whatever. See, that's where the admins are involved, recovering items and other stuff like that. Okay. You're saying?
Okay. I'm saying I was going to ask a question directed towards Teslonia, since one of the representatives is online. What is basically, like, I would like to know, and you know what, if you don't want to say, you know what, that's your thing, but what is your official, your official view on this current conflict? Do you have any side, or are you officially neutral, or do you prefer not to say? Because it is important for us to know.
I'd have to think on that for a bit. Personally, I'd say 99% neutral, 90%, somewhere like that. For me, anyways.
I would say the
Okay.
same.
I mostly just like building and farming, and maybe a little bit of like shenanigans and PvP once in a while, but
Yeah.
I'm not all into war.
We're not.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not either. Personally, like that's me right there. Like when I log onto the server, I am not a PvPer. I'm not a, you know what I'm saying? I'm a builder. I'm a diplomat. Those are my things that I like to get out of Minecraft. Like when I get on the server, those are the things that I enjoy the most. Is talking with people and building stuff. I don't care for the war thing, but if war has to happen, then war has to happen. You know what I mean? So here's another idea I have. Okay. And if I'm taking up too much time, just let me know. Just mute me or whatever. You know,
Sorry,
just shut me
guys.
down. It's all right. I have a lot of ideas. But anyways, I was
I'm
going
in-
to say the role of an admin and the role of a mod. So this has been a big issue for me. So personally, I think that if you're going to be an admin or mod of the server, you need to be at least active semi-daily. And there are one or two mods, I'm not going to name names, that don't meet that criteria that I'm thinking. Now, that's just me. I understand the server is a private server, and it is for friends only. But the admins basically said we can't enforce the rules because we don't have enough admins. We don't have enough time to do it. So to me, that means three things. One, you get more admins or mods. All right. If you can't do that. Two, make up some new rules, some simpler rules. If you can't do that. Three would be reestablish the role of what an admin or mod is. And you know what? Of course, look, this ain't our server. It is Trakeso's server. He does run it, so he has the ultimate say, which is respect. But I would humbly suggest is an admin's role, if it needs to be redone, should go along the lines of this. An admin's role should be the enforcer of the server. If somebody loses items, they help people get items. If somebody needs a TP for whatever reason, they get a TP for whatever reason. If there's a glitch, they report it. If a new plugin is to be installed, which should be voted in by the users, then they do that. They host the server. They also enforce. If there are rules that are agreed on by the nations, I think that's good. But there's also like, okay, so there's the rules that nations agree on, but then there's server rules. All right, so I'm talking like no griefing during peacetime. You know, no trolling, no cussing, things of that nature. I think an admin needs to focus in on those areas. So we're talking about, I think that we need to be firm and say, all right, we know what is peacetime and what is wartime. All right. There's different set of rules for each scenario. You know what I'm saying? Server rules. So this is what happens when this is going on. This is what happens when this is going on. Very simple. And that's all the admin has to keep track of. And it's really easy. It's not that hard. There's like a bunch of SMP servers out there. They got like 2,000 people. You know what I'm saying? And they figure that stuff out easy. And I don't think you need a mod in order to do this. So look, like I said, Red, I'll type up something. I'll send it to you, and you let me know what you think. If you're not into it, hey, that's fine. But that's just where I'm coming from.
Send it over to Trakeso too. But I can't actually define what the role of the moderators and admins are right now, and I can do that pretty clearly.
Neutral and no tests and things of that nature. I think an admin needs to focus in those areas. So we're talking about.
Oh my!
It's Will's.
Is
We're
right
kind
now?
of it's streaming and also Trakeso's talking. Trakeso, your microphone ain't working too well. That's better. That's better.
Who says there's a war?
There is no war. They're banned right now.
Why did it say there's a war? What is happening? They're going to declare war on Cheese Nation. L to them. Sorry, but good luck.
I don't know, but
what happened? I was watching the Twitch stream and Sour was going on a monologue. I joined here and it's silent. Is it there that much of a delay?
Yeah, there is a significant delay to this. All right. So I'll just catch you up on meeting minutes briefly. So far, let's see. I think, Dolphin Dynasty and Frederick Chris both have said that they're interested in doing in peace on the server, but they're also willing to strike back and fight back against other nations who end up approaching or attacking them. The Phoenix Empire has been completely dissolved and cut ties with all other nations. Let's see. Wait, which one was it? I'm trying to think.
Empire's been dissolved?
Yes, it has. Anyways, Sour Candy also is interested in laying down a rules of war system. And he's sending the draft. But I was.
Oh my gosh! You scrambled my map.
I do not know. There's so many players here. I don't know who it was. Probably someone with an Elytra.
Hey, when I get on the server, can somebody TP me to the meeting room or wherever it is?
Sure, I'll have it ready.
Wonderful. Thank you, Redstone OP.
What? Okay, never mind. Where was it going with this? I am getting interrupted constantly. I guess that's pretty much it. Although I was about to lay out the definition of a mod and admin on what they're doing on the server, and Trakeso actually good timing for that. So
moderators have they were mostly for after that one player said something rather promiscuous. That's what the role of the mods are, to prevent that. Admins have more technical abilities.
That's okay. So for instance, Duskrai is a mod, so she has the ability to go ahead and ban, kick, or mute people if they end up cussing out someone else on the server and engaging in inappropriate behavior, etc. So, or actually literally illegal acts. But admins have that, but they're only there to actually make sure the server stays up and running and deal with the technical side of things. Other than that, they're really no more different than the mods. So that's where the admins are currently. And Trakeso and I have pretty much both agreed to not deal with war rules right now completely. We are not interested
about
in
just letting y'all duke it out. And
yeah. So
thank you. That's how it should work. Admins should, it's good for admins to not be involved too much, because that way the admins don't have to spend too much time and energy managing it, and that way the players work it out themselves how they want.
Yeah, so it does. Sour was wondering if there would be a system that the admins could enforce, but that's kind of an alternative 6-point rules of war that he's planning on sending us. I could tell you right now that you know what? Actually, Trakeso, you might want to just say that. You might word it a little bit better.
Sorry, what?
Okay, so what are your kind of thoughts on the entire enforcing rules of war system. Because I think that I've
There
kind
are
of
no rules of war right now. If y'all want to set rules of war, go right ahead.
yeah, but don't expect support from admins over this one. Sorry.
If things get too crazy, we might implement some rules later. But as for tomorrow, I don't care.
And I can sadly say, same with me. Rose, why are you texting me? Okay. Yeah.
That was a while ago.
Yeah, I just noticed the messages. All right.
So actually, that's that position. Oh, what's up? Hold up. What's that?
What? You still there?
All right. Sorry, I had someone said something to me. All right. That's a position I respect, and my closing statement, if anything, would be, I respect that position. I understand where y'all are coming from, and you know what? Hey, maybe some rules of war will be established by us, the players. We'll see how it works out. But at the same time, also, you can also say, it could be healthy for the server to go through this period of time. We could see like who is on top and who is on the bottom. I think a pecking order is going to be established. And by Monday morning, we're going to see very clearly who is on top and who is on bottom. So that could be a good thing. And whoever's on top, we'll just go from there. Because eventually, it's not going to be eternal war. Eventually, either everything's going to be destroyed or someone's going to surrender. You know what I mean? So that's all I got. And I appreciate this open forum type discussion. It is very appreciated and respected by the members of Dolphin Dynasty MS. Thank you.
I think
Also, I'm thinking the armistice doesn't end at midnight tonight. I'm thinking it should end at some time tomorrow, like maybe 11 or so. I'm thinking we should
Like
announce a
midnight, the
specific
way it's-
time when the armistice ends.
Just midnight. That just makes sense.
Why not just end it after this discussion ends?
Then it's not midnight.
It's not
because
fifth yet.
one Blither got his entire inventory wiped when the server crashed for some reason. I don't know why that
crap.
happened. Yeah, I don't know what happened there.
All right, brother. There you go. Replace it.
I better be no cheating.
Okay.
Lost so much stuff.
Just replace it. I'm not restarting the server to restore your inventory. Just replace it manually.
Please.
No, I gave you creative. Replace it.
Yeah,
Go away.
creative. All right, and also one more thing, Blither. I will be checking your inventory if you have any illegal items. Just so you know. So no taking advantage
Oh
of
yeah,
that.
I fixed the accidental /inv clear issue.
Yeah,
What?
we figured that one
That was a
out.
plugin you added, Red.
Yes.
If I have any what?
I hate that so much.
Really?
All right. Speaking of, several plugins and possibly data packs are going to be removed from the server shortly. Just letting you guys know about that. All right. So question. Trakeso.
Wait, question.
Wait, just a sec.
Go ahead.
How does he just got the achievement for cover me in debris?
He already had that before. I do know
That's
that much.
because his whole
achievements
player
got
data got
reset.
erased.
Oh, yeah, that I hate.
Wait,
It's
wait,
he's a
wait,
new
wait.
player.
Does it mean I destroyed everything I have on the entire server?
No. Ooh, your ender chest is wiped. That's not good.
So you will have to restart the
I
server then.
vote to restart the server. I don't even
Well,
remember everything I
All
have.
right. Did I get kicked or did the server shut down?
I got sick.
The
I got
server.
kicked.
Oh, okay. So the server is actually shutting down. All right.
I'm restoring Blither's inventory.
Gotcha.
Thank you. Greatly appreciated.
Crap, how do I find his player UUID?
All right. I'm going to go ahead and wrap the stream and we could just kind of continue discussions elsewhere. But I'd like to say thank you for viewing the channel. And everyone, this time, everyone, not just Banjo, say hi to Twitch.
Party!
Aye.
Felt bad for Banjo last time. All right.
Welcome
Goodbye.
to a world of chaos.
Yep. You guys got a sneak peek in the private server. All right. Well, see y'all next time.